Hi, thanks for joining me. My name's Daniel, and in this video I'll be showing you how to work with events in Zend Server 6. An event is a collection of runtime related information collected by the monitor component. This information is collected when an event is triggered according to the conditions defined by the monitoring rules. An event indicates that your environment is displaying uncharacteristic behavior and that something occurred that exceeded your definitions and the standards of how you want your PHP code to run. Each individual event includes specific information about the occurrence, such as when it happened, how many times it happened, and other details that can assist a developer in diagnosing the event. In Zend Server 6, the events are displayed on the Events page under the Monitoring tab. A list of recent critical events is also displayed on the Dashboard page under the same tab. The events list displays a summary of the triggered event, severity, number of events per issue, event ID, the name of the monitoring rule triggering the event, the timestamp for the event, the associated application, a summary of the event, and a link to an executed code trace if it exists. To the right, a drop-down menu leads to a selection of diagnostic actions with Zend Studio. Selecting an event from the list displays additional information relating specifically to the selected event. The events list can be easily filtered to show only the events that interest you. Let's see how this works. By default, the events list displays all existing events. You can begin to filter the list by selecting a time range from the drop-down menu on the right. Clicking the Show Filters link at the top of the page displays all available filters. I can use the available filter sets, or customize my own filters for future reference by adding filters and saving them as a new filter set. In this case, I'm going to filter the events by the associated application Joomla. The URL on the Events page uses URI fragment identifiers, meaning that pasting URL in another tab or browser will load the page with the current filters activated. From the action bar, I can delete manually selected events, or all the currently filtered events. Clicking on the Event ID link, or the More Details link in the expanded view, opens the Event Details page. Events contain different types of information and actions that allow you to detect the source and drill down to investigate what caused the problem. In some cases, and depending on the type of event that was triggered, the information also indicates the solution. For example, event information includes the exact line of code that has a problem and the nature of the problem. The top of the Event Details page displays a summary of the event and a link to the monitoring rule that triggered the event if you wish to fine-tune the defined conditions. The details table below contains a list of event groups aggregated according to when they occurred. A new group is created only if there is no activity for at least 5 minutes. If a new event occurs after 5 minutes pass, a new group is added. The event groups tell us when and where the events took place, how many events were aggregated into the same group, and whether there was a triggered action for the events, such as a customized action, code trace, or a sent email. To the right of the event groups list, the Event Details tabs display information for each event group. For example, the Backtrace tab displays all the function calls that were made before the event was triggered, including the relevant files for each function. Events can be debugged and profiled using Zend Studio by clicking the relevant buttons at the bottom of the table. This can also be done from the Events page by selecting the action you wish to perform from the drop-down menu for any given event. Statistics regarding events can also be viewed and assessed from the dashboard page. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any ideas for improving Zend Server 6 that you'd like to share with the Zend Server team, just click the Send Feedback button. For more detailed information on working with events and additional features in Zend Server 6, please refer to the online documentation at www.zend.com.